Okay, part 2. I was saying I didn't get it right, which I could say I believe that's a normal thing. Well, let me just keep going on with the story. September of last year, nothing was going right. My heart was broke. I was having a lot of problems. Really depressed. I didn't feel like I had anything. Well, my girlfriend at the time, actually we weren't going out, but she wanted to take me to church. And so I went with her. And, they asked, if anyone wants to come to God. I raised my hand. And the guy asked me, the next step is to be baptized. And that's always something that I wanted to do. Even when I didn't even believe in God, it just seemed like something I should do. And so I said, yeah. And I was baptized on September 13th, 2009. Later that night, this is really the thing that made me believe in God to the point where I actually knew He was there and that God was real. Is later that night, I was praying, and I prayed for probably about 15 minutes, and I asked God, please just take all this pain and this depression and everything that I was going through. Just take it from me. And just seconds later, it felt like water coming through my feet, up through my legs, through my body and my hands, up through my arms and out my head. It literally felt like cool water, not freezing, but just nice and cool. It felt like cool water being poured through my body, but up through it. And it was a physical feeling, and it was mental feeling, I guess you could say. It's the wrong word for it, but I felt it, and I knew exactly what it was, and it was the Holy Spirit. It was the most amazing thing I've ever felt in my life. So that made me say, this is what I need to be doing. I need to be praying. I need to be following God. The problem I had is even though I felt God, there was a lot of things going on at the time, and I kind of slipped away from God, and there was a lot more things that happened in that time that were not good. Well, during that time, caught me some probation time, caught community service, and I ended up doing the community service at my dad's friend's church. which now I'll call them my family. And that's being around the kind of people who are in there and having this positive message and this message about God around you, like that was around me when I was doing community service. It really made me look at what I was doing, and it brought me really close to God. And I decided that this time I have to be praying and reading the Bible, believing in God, and not giving up. It's trying to do the right thing. And yes, I've screwed up since then, but the thing is, you just gotta keep trying to become closer to God. Everybody is gonna fall down and get their hands dirty. Everybody. Because nobody's perfect but God. A lot of things have changed in my life since December of 2009. I'm not going to say everything's perfect in my life now, because it's not. But God has blessed me a lot in the past couple months. I never thought I'd actually have the chance to go to college, because I didn't graduate high school. But being obedient to God, I found out I'm not going to have a problem with going, and I'm going in May now. Didn't think I was ever going to play guitar again, and I actually might be in a band with some great musicians, ones that have just toured all over. It sounds like it's actually going to happen. The show is supposed to be in May. I had to do anger management for probation, and I had to scrounge up all this money, and it was going to be the last little bit of money I could get, because I'm not